Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for checking out the channel today. Today's video is actually part 2 of an installation that I started on the previous video, and we're continuing exactly where we left off. On the previous video, we finished installing the Rugged Ridge HD rear bumper that I scored from Wildwood, New Jersey Jeep Invasion at a really good price. If you have not checked out that video, make sure to do so because I show exactly how to install this and all the tricks and things I ran into. One thing about this bumper that you'll notice is it does not have a license plate mount. So in today's video, we're actually going to be installing a license plate holder. The license plate holder that we decided to go with today is the new Teraflex JL Wrangler license plate holder. It goes for about $120. I'll put a link below if you want to check it out for yourself. But this is a new item to the market, and basically what it does is it relocates the license plate from the stock location to the center of the spare tire. I know there's a lot of kits out there that also do this from other brands, but the reason I chose to go with the Teraflex one was because I needed a mount that would allow and work with the Teraflex Alpha spare tire mount. Luckily this one does, and also this kit not only relocates the license plate, but it also relocates the license plate light, the reverse camera, and your third brake light. So it's really a complete kit and it offers a lot. So before we get into the installation of the kit, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at the kit and all of its components that it comes with. Okay, so the kit comes with a bunch of parts. The first part is an aluminum bracket that's basically used as the support core, and it looks like it supports the reverse camera, the license plate light, and the third brake light on the top. The next part that we have are these custom lug nuts. They have some nice slots in them, and I believe that's because you're able to position the holder in different locations depending on your wheel, but we'll have to find out the details about that when we get into the installation. The next thing we have is a wiring harness, which I believe is used for the license plate light. We have a bag of hardware, a bunch of different things. Looks like a camera holder here, some other things. We'll find out all the details about what we need to do and where we go. The next part is this nice custom molded plastic housing. It looks like the license plate sits on the front, the third brake light goes in here, and the reverse camera goes there. Really good looking product. I can't wait to see what it looks like installed. As well, along with their kits, as Teraflex does all the time, they have a really detailed instruction manual, shows you exactly how to do it and everything you need. So now that we've looked at this kit, let's get ahead to installing it. So the first couple pages in the instruction manual are mainly detailed steps on how to remove the third brake light, the reverse camera, and the license plate light. Luckily for us, we didn't need to really use that because we've already pulled the bumper, so accessing the license plate light was a piece of cake. And because we have the Alpha HD hinge and the spares already removed, pulling the reverse camera and the third brake light were very easy to do. The next part we have to do is on the interior. Basically what we need to do is remove some interior panels so that we can run the new wiring harness for the license plate light. So the two panels that we need to remove are this side piece right here and the rear panel right here. To remove the side panel, we basically need to remove this track system with a couple bolts. If you don't have this track system, you'll just have regular tie downs and you just remove those. Once those are removed, we then remove a bolt up there because we have the sub, and then we should be able to pull that away. For the back panel, all we need to do is unscrew this track system. That will come off. Then we can pull off the black part. And then the final thing we need to remove off before we can run the wire is we need to remove the passenger side taillight. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll move on to running the wire. So now that we've got those panels removed, the next thing we need to do is run this wiring harness for the license plate light. Basically what we're going to do is it's going to start where the stock connection is underneath the bumper. We're going to run that wiring harness across the bumper. Then we're going to come around to where the brake light is, and we're going to go up through that into the hole back here, which is right here. We're going to come out of that hole. We're going to go down into this sleeve here. We're going to have to cut a little hole, and we're going to slide that into the sleeve, and then we're going to come out, and we're going to run across the door, and then we're going to go out to the door to the spare mount. So let's go ahead and get that wiring harness put in. Okay, so we've completed the task to run the wiring harness for the license plate light. It is now coming out the back and ready to go. We also have the reverse camera cord here and the third brake light cord here. Those two were already done when we installed the Alpha HD mount, so there was nothing we really needed to do, but the instructions do show you exactly what you need to do for that. At this point, we have already gone ahead and reinstalled all the interior panels in the Jeep. That was basically the reverse steps of what we did to remove them, so there was no point in me refilming that. And we've also installed the taillight. The next part we got to do is install the two lights and the camera to the support bracket. What we're going to do is we're going to take this license plate light using the OEM hardware, install it in this position. We're going to use the reverse camera and install it here using provided hardware. And then we're going to take the third brake light off this mount, install it on this one using, again, the OEM hardware that was provided. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, so now that we've installed those three pieces on the support bracket, we're going to take that entire assembly and put it into the plastic housing just like this. We're going to take 4 screws and connect it and secure it in place. Then we're going to take this metal ring and put it into the bottom here. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, the next part of the process is to test fit the unit on your wheel to figure out what depth of length you're going to need on the custom lugs. So what you do here is you take the 2 custom lugs that have the bigger grooves and put them at the top, and then the one with the smaller one goes down here. This is the one with the locking wing, and what you can do is you basically put it on and then start pressing down until you feel that you've got the right spacing based on your wheel. So what I've done is I've clicked this down to, I believe, 4th. So now I know that the 4th is where I need to go. So what I'm going to do here is now I'm going to take these little rubber rings, I'm going to remove these and put them on the third and the fourth loop so that that's where this will stop when it slides on. So after we do that, the next part we need to do is mount the tire, plug this into all the connections, mount this, and then we're done. So let's go ahead and move through those steps and then we'll wrap this up. So guys, we finished the install and you can see it looks amazing. Overall, the product is well designed. Teraflex did an awesome job on this. The fact that you have this nice wiring harness to relocate the light up underneath and to move the camera, and the fact that you can adjust the spacing depending on your wheel, they really did think of almost everything. At this point, guys, you can see I am a mess. It was a long, hot day, but overall with the completed project, with the new bumper and the relocation for the license plate, I love the back end now. It looks just as good as the front end, so I can't complain at all. I'm very happy about the way this turned out. At this point, guys, I am going to wrap this up, so please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. If you have any questions or comments, paste them below and I'll do the best to answer them. But at this point, guys, we'll see you guys on the next video, where I'm sure I'll be installing something cool.